What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. But before we get going, folks, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content. Try to make it every day. Missed a couple of days last week. I was on vacation a little bit. And then I had to go to the doctor yesterday. And don't forget to drop us a comment. We always appreciate the comments. And share with your friends, your neighbors, your family, and your trading community. So let's get to it, folks. Let's get to it. So we're back in earnings again, folks. We got a bunch of earnings. We had earnings yesterday. We had earnings in pre-market today. We have earnings in after hours, which it's just after 4 o'clock right now. So it's 4:03 on the Eastern Seaboard right now, folks. So the market just closed here a couple of minutes ago. Tesla and Google, which is Alphabet, those are the big ones that are, they have the earnings today. Also Visa, we got a couple others this afternoon. Okay, pre-market high, folks, we got 555.58. We got pre-market low sitting down here at 552.70, $2.88, folks. So $2, folks, we can eat on $2.88 all day long. Now, what we also have is we have this level right in here. So we're going to call this 554.46. This is a pre-market 30-minute double bottom. So we like to use those double bottoms and double tops as our demand zones down low and our supply zones up top. I love those zones, folks. But anyway, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, as you can see up here, obviously we pushed up because this is going to be a 5-minute intraday support. This is also going to be 5-minute intraday support. So everything is labeled. If it's not labeled, it's a 30-minute zone, folks. I mean, that's as simple as it is. You got 30-minute zones down here. You got 30-minute zones up top. So that's what we're looking for. Once we start to breach some of these levels in regular hours, I will put more lines on the screen, folks. But away we go. We're going to go right out of the gate this morning. Had this cross to the downside, and I'm thinking, okay, we got this 1-minute business to take care of. So again, we were below the VWAP, folks, and we got it was a 920 and POC, all in the same candle, push down. I could have taken 23 cents out of this thing, but I really kind of expected it to move a little bit lower. It didn't, folks. But my edge presented itself, and when your edge presents itself, you are compelled to put on the trade. Why are you compelled to put on the trade? Well, number one, because your edge says that you have to execute. Now, if you don't want to play this early in the day, what were we? 3-4 minutes in, 2 minutes into the day. But again, I had the signal. If you don't want to play for the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that's all good and well, folks. You'll absolutely miss some plays, but volatility will necessarily go down unless it's kind of one of those crazy days where we see volatility just go up and up and up. FOMC day, that is one of those days. So FOMC day, you'll see volatility move up throughout at least the morning hours. Okay, so I took the loss early on this play right in here, folks, but I said, you know what? And I used the joke right in here because this was a golden cross to the upside. I was using VWAP right here as my close. We got really, really close. We started pushing down again. So I thought we were going to make a move down here. Alas, it didn't happen. It's just one of those things. But as soon as we had that golden cross to the upside, I said, you know what? I've got to take myself out of this play because it's a golden cross. So it's a 920 VWAP and POC on the same candle back to the upside. When you have something like that, you have to pay attention. If you're not going to execute into a trade, you must execute out of the trade. Well, you can do whatever you want, but I'm suggesting you get out of the trade if you have one of these candles like this that goes against you. So, and again, I always make the joke that I'm too close for missiles. I'm switching to guns. So again, I closed out of the trade, and I immediately, on the close of the 938 candle, I took calls. I took calls on there again because we're getting that cross to the upside. I wanted to jump it just a little bit. Stop on this. I mean, I had the 9, I had 20, I had POC and VWAP. So the stop was not even an issue on this. Probably this 46 level. Again, this was that 30-minute level that we had established in pre-market. So I took this rascal up and pre-market high. I took it up to pre-market high. This was a really, really nice play. Nice play out of the gate. Now, back to the upside again. Didn't take any of this, didn't take this continuation. I waited for my next cross. Didn't know, thought we might be able to start pushing down. We got this close below, but we didn't get any kind of close. So on this one, I was being very, very conservative on this particular play. So I waited for the cross. So the 920 cross to the upside was right in here on a red candle. Now that first green candle that closed above the 9, that is the most conservative way to play the 920 crossover strategy. And there it was. And, I said to myself, I'm going to take it off because I think, and let me show you what I have here, folks. I got a John Carter pivot point right in here. So this line right in here, I got that wick up through that John Carter pivot point. And I said, you know what? I'm taking it off the table. And it rejected out of that level. Now, you can see throughout the rest of the day what it did at that level. So look what it did at that level right there. Now, look at this play to the downside. I missed that. I'm going to get rid of these John Carter pivot points here real quick and kind of smooth out everything a little bit. Now, this particular play right in here. Now, bear with me in here. Let's look at that 30-minute. I'm not going to look at the 30-minute. Again, we've already looked at it once, folks. This is a pre-market 30-minute double bottom. Now, look what we did earlier today. So we have all of this action in here. So we found that support in here. Again, 30-minute pre-market double bottom. And we had the same thing in here. So I was calling this out to the group. I said, okay, group. And as the minutes went on, I was telling them exactly how to, not necessarily how to play it, but how they could play it if they were looking for something specifically. Okay, so there were multiple ways to play this particular play to the upside. Number one, you can catch it immediately off this support, this 30-minute pre-market support. Me, I like to get fishtail plays, so I like a little bit more support. Didn't take it off this first candle, had that little wick on top, and I thought, you know what? My stop at this point, 68 down to 47, 20-cent stop, not a big deal. But you could have taken that. Again, you had support directly below you. So we had that fishtail play here. Next candle up, as you can see by the smiley face, I took this back to the upside. I opened inside the 9, closed inside the 9 below the 20. So I was telling the group about this. I said, folks, I think we're going to go back up because, again, we found that good support there. We did it before, and we had that 30-minute double bottom, which is demand zone left over from pre-market. Look at this thing. It just ran and it ran. This was such a super, super clean move back to the upside. I think we caught close to $2 out of this play, $1.80, $1.90, something like that. We were talking about this trade when we were right at VWAP. So we're right at VWAP. We're above the 9. We're using this as resistance. And I said to the group, I said, folks, if we can get a push through back to the upside, so push through this VWAP. I don't remember where POC was around this time. It's probably pretty close to in here. I said, folks, if we can get a close above VWAP, this thing has a potential for going up. And as you can see by these green candles right here, once it took off past VWAP, it was just Katie bar the door. It was just run, 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 run. So let's talk about the places to enter this particular play, just like I talked the group through entering this particular play. Okay, so you could have taken the immediately rejection or the good support at that 554.46. You could have taken this fishtail play right here, this fishtail play right here at 1056, or this next play to the upside when we are above the 20. At that point, we're going to use the 20 as support. Any one of these plays in here would have been really, really nice plays. Now, as far as where do we put on this next play, you probably don't take this this next candle back to the upside. Obviously, you're not going to take a red candle. You are looking for support, and you do have support. You can take a red candle if you want. It's not my cup of tea. Now, on these candles right here, what we are looking for, because we got that cross to the upside, then we got that first green candle right here, but it was butting directly into VWAP. So what we're going to do is we want to breach VWAP, and again, we have a level right here, 555.33. Again, this is a 5-minute intraday double bottom or intraday support right in here that we established right in here. So we need to breach this back to the upside and stay above the VWAP and POC at that point. So this candle right here at 1106, that is your candle that says, okay, I've missed these in here, but I'm close enough to where I could have gotten in And this gives me a certain measure of safety because, again, I'm above that 33 and I'm above VWAP. So that's the next place to get into this play. As far as the next place to get into this play, well, you're getting in pretty late. But again, you could use this pre-market high. You breach above pre-market high, use that as support. To me, and it worked out. It worked out. But to me, that's late in the play, in my opinion. Again, any one of these spots in here would have been really, really good plays. This is kind of late, but if it's or you're breaking structure back to the upside right in here. Anyway, these plays in here would have been the best. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, man, maybe we can start making some moves back to the upside because we had this pivot point sitting up here. Now, we breached a pivot point left over from yesterday at 556.50. So we breached that back to the upside. I thought we were going to take out this level up here, 557.08. We did not do it on this run. So we got that candle that closed below the 9 and below this 1 minute support just a little bit. I gave it a little bit to push back to the upside and then took the trade off the table. So again, we have a lot of our members that took the trade in here. Some took it in here. Not really a whole lot of chasers. We don't have a whole lot of chasers in the group. And that's only because everybody has chased at some point. And chasing trades, folks, I'm telling you right now, chasing trades, that's a good way to lose a lot of money. Don't chase trades. Please don't chase trades. Okay. Now it just kind of bounced around here for a little bit, bounced around. We hit this cross to the downside. Now, you guys know me. Well, we had a cross here and a cross here. You guys know me. I don't like to take that first cross. Even this second cross, yeah, you could have taken that. I was waiting for a little bit more movement back to the downside. So I took this double cross to the downside on the close of 12.15. So 12.15, again, we're rejected off this 5-minute intraday support right here. Rejected, double cross to the downside. So I guess it's effectively that third cross to the downside, cross 1, cross 2, and cross 3. I normally like to take the second one. I missed it for whatever reason. Held on for just a few minutes, and then whammo, it just ran down. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle. Set of candles back to the downside. I thought we were going to be able to take out this pre-market level. Didn't happen, so I closed it as we're moving back against me. But again, still a very, 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 very nice trade. Now, what do we have the rest of the day? Well, we had a bunch of bounces around, and at this point, we're almost 3 hours into the trading day. I like to trade that first couple hours. I just saw this set up here, 2 hours and 45 minutes into the day, and there it was. Now, this played back to the upside. Yeah, what did we have? So we had a cross here, made a little bit higher high. Still had this good support in here. Again, that pre-market support. You could have taken any of these plays, folks. Probably would have stopped out on a couple of these, but if you keep on knocking on the door, eventually the door is going to break in, or it's going to go against you, and you're just going to kind of stop for the day or whatever. Again, took out VWAP right in here. Really, really nice play to the upside. We're getting late into the day at this point. Nothing really in here for me. Nothing that really excited me. Now, if we started making some higher highs over here, a pullback and then a higher high, probably would have put on a play, but I didn't. Now, getting late into the day, folks. So 15:30, we're super late in the day. Now, this is after hours. This is all after hours business that we're seeing price action from right now. So we're trading right now, folks. We're trading right now. And again, we're 16 minutes after close. I didn't take anything in here, folks, because quite frankly, we're really, really super late in the day. And I was waiting. I was waiting for power hour, or not power hour. I was waiting for that last 10 minutes. Okay, so look at 350. And I told the group beforehand, this is what I'm looking for. I said, I'm looking for calls if and only if we can get a good strong 3-minute or a good strong 350 candle with a push above this level right here. Remember, that's that pre-market level that we've been dealing with all day. So a good push to the upside without this big wick on top. We got a small tail, but a big wick. So a good close over this level right here, pushing up. But didn't happen. Most of the candle, it stayed green. The last 5, 6, 8 seconds, something like that, it turned red. At that point, I took my hands off and said, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Had a few of the folks that jumped in after we recaptured this 9 back to the downside, but that's not how I play. So if it's not specifically laid out in my rules, I'm not going to play it, folks. I'm not going to play it. So if my setup is there at 350, I will play it. If my setup is not there at 350, I won't play it. Now, again, what I was looking for here is I was looking for a fishtail, and I talked to the folks about it, and I told them exactly what I was looking for, but it didn't happen. Now, could I have taken, a short intra candle scalp? Absolutely, but ultimately, just wasn't interested in doing that. But that's how she played out today, folks. Overall, there was some really, really nice setups throughout the day, both to the upside and to the downside. I'm sure there are plenty of people kind of got chopped up a little bit trading midday or late in the day. You never know when that's going to happen, though, folks. But so that's why when your edge presents itself, you absolutely put on the play. But that is how she played out today, folks. That's how she played out. So if you enjoy our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekend. Also, don't forget to leave us a comment. We always appreciate the comments. And share with your friends, your neighbors, and your trading community, folks, if you are interested in live daily trading. So we talk about every single one of these setups, and I'm telling everybody what I'm looking for, folks. And I talk people through trades all day long. If you're interested in that live daily trading, head on over to our trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. We like it so much, and we think that there's so much value that we're going to give you that first week for free. Come on over, check it out. If you like it, great. If it's not for you, we understand that as well. Now, if you're interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. Again, the link for that is down below. The entire strategy is there for the entire world to see, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret strategy. That is neither super nor secret, folks. Everything from a trading standpoint, it's already been out there, folks. There's nothing new. So you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a super secret strategy, folks. You just don't need to do that. But anyway, folks, that's how she played out today. We appreciate you spending a little bit of your most precious commodity, which is your time, with us today. You are greatly appreciated. We're going to do it again tomorrow, folks. We're going to do it again tomorrow. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to be a little bit late. I have a CAT scan on Thursday. But we're going to do this again tomorrow, folks. So I hope everybody had a great day today. But above all else, I hope everybody followed their trading plan. So hope everybody has a great rest of the day. And we will see you in the markets.